Horror movies are designed to scare us, but the real fear, the kind that hits without warning, happened behind the camera this time. On a film set in Louisiana, a tragedy occurred that shocked an entire production, brought filming to a halt, and reignited an ongoing conversation in the film industry. How safe are the people who make the movies we watch? The movie being filmed was a small independent horror project titled Kill Me Now. It was shooting in Bridge City, Louisiana, a place known for its rural stretches, open land, and film-friendly tax breaks that attract productions from around the country. Like many indie films, this wasn't a massive studio project. It didn't have a $100 million budget or endless crews. It was built by people who work because they love filmmaking, the kind of people who show up before sunrise, set up lights, build scenes, and work long days so that others can enjoy stories on screen. But what happened during this production was something no one expected. The man who lost his life was James Trapper McEvoy, a 64-year-old grip and a respected member of IATSE Local 478, the union representing film crew workers in the region. If you're not familiar with what a grip does, they're the backbone of any set. They're the ones who rig lighting setups, build supports, move equipment, and keep everything physically functioning during filming. Grips don't get fame, they don't get interviews. But without them, no movie happens. Everyone on set described McEvoy the same way: experienced, reliable, and someone who knew the craft of filmmaking inside and out. According to the early reports from officials, McEvoy came into contact with a high-voltage power line while working as equipment was being positioned. This did not happen during a stunt or a dramatic on-screen moment. It happened during everyday production work, the kind of task most viewers never think about when watching a film. Emergency responders were called, attempts were made to save him, but the accident was severe and he passed away at the scene. There is currently an active investigation involving local authorities and workplace safety officials. The production company and union have released statements expressing shock and grief, and out of respect for those involved, filming has been paused. Right now, the focus is on understanding what exactly went wrong. Most people don't know how dangerous film sets can be, especially smaller productions. On big-budget studio films, there are safety supervisors, backup teams, slower scheduling, and more strict oversight. But on independent films, crew members often wear multiple hats, schedules are tight, budgets are limited, and sometimes caution gets overshadowed by pressure to keep things moving. Outdoor shoots are especially risky when power lines are involved, lighting rigs need to be moved, or weather and ground conditions become unpredictable. To be very clear, no one is saying this production intentionally ignored safety, but this tragedy highlights a problem the film industry has been talking about for years. When budgets shrink, risks sometimes grow. News of McEvoy's death spread quickly across film circles and union groups. Many crew members expressed heartbreak, not only because someone lost their life, but because this type of incident feels painfully familiar. There have been multiple set-related deaths and injuries over the last decade that sparked industry-wide discussions about safety standards. Every time it happens, the same questions come up. Are crews being given enough time to work safely? Are films cutting corners to stay on schedule? Are safety professionals being hired and listened to? This incident has already begun to reignite those conversations again. When a tragedy like this happens, production stops. Not because of permits or insurance requirements, but because people are grieving. Co-workers who were just laughing together hours earlier are now processing shock and loss. Friends who have spent long days and nights building scenes together are now asking how the unthinkable could happen. For many crew members, film sets feel like family. You don't just work together, you live together, on location, day after day. So when one person is lost, the emotional impact is deep. The investigation will determine what exactly caused the incident. There will be reports, there will be recommendations, there may be changes. But the heart of the story is simple. A man who spent his life helping build the movies that entertain us lost his life doing the job he cared about. This isn't about the film's plot. This isn't about box office numbers. This is about the people behind the scenes, the ones most viewers never see. As the investigation continues, the film world pauses, not to create drama, not to point fingers, but to remember the person whose work made movies possible.